our feet together, knees out wide, starting to move down on our backs. And again, allowing the knees to fall open with gravity, allowing your shoulders to fall open with gravity as well. Starting to connect with the breath. Breathing into a 4 count, holding to a 4 count, and exhaling to a 4 count. And as you breathe, breathe in through the belly, up through the ribs, the lungs, all the way to the tops of your throats. And then exhale in the opposite direction from the tops of your throats down through the ribs, the lungs, all the way to your bellies, as though you're wringing water from a washcloth, bringing navel into spine. Again, I'll start by ringing the gong. And then, as I said, soles of your feet together, knees out wide. Starting to connect with the breath. Breathing into a 4 count, holding to a 4 count, and exhaling to a 4 count. And as you breathe, breathe in through the belly, up through the ribs, the lungs, all the way to the tops of your throats, and exhale in the opposite direction. So let's begin. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, 2, 3, 4. Again, inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, 2, 3, 4. One more time. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, 2, 3, 4. Now allow your breathing to come naturally to its own rhythm. Allow the warmth of your breath to go to any area of your body that is tense or sore, and allow the breath to relieve the tension or soreness that is there. Imagine your breath gathering up all of the tension and soreness in your bodies and breathing it out so that you begin to feel peaceful and relaxed. Any distracting thoughts or feelings that you may have, allow them to be sent out with the breath. And as you breathe, allow yourselves to go deeper and deeper into this state of calm, knowing that you are in control at all times. Connect with a personal intention for this practice. That intention could be physical, mental, or spiritual. And it could be for you or for someone you love. Seal one deep inhale. And one deep exhale. Good job. Inhale those knees and arms to center. Exhale your knees to the left, arms to the right. Look over your right shoulder and breathe again. Breathing into this simple twist. Opening up those right obliques as you do. And smile. Again. It's Tuesday. It's a beautiful day out today. We're releasing toxins from our right obliques. Breathing in and out as we do. Inhale back to center. If you're on the bolster, it's a little bit more difficult. Exhale as your knees fall to the right, arms to the left. Look over your left shoulder and breathe again. Breathing into those left obliques as you do, opening them up and smile. Inhale back to center. Wrap your arms around your knees. Grab opposite elbows. Again, if you're on the bolster, don't rock back and forth. If you are not, you can. Massaging your kidneys and your lower backs. Again, wherever you are is perfect. Drag those shoulders back and down as you do. Open up your hearts. And smile. Again, it's Tuesday. It's a beautiful day out today. Slowly roll over to the right side in the fetal position and remain here for a few breaths. Then using the strength of your arms, push up, remove your block, and then with your bolster, maybe just spread it out so that you're comfortable. Roll back over on your backs, draw your knees in, rock back and forth, massage your lower backs and your kidneys if you haven't already. Good job. And then from here, place the soles of your feet on the mat. Inhale as you interlace your fingers around that left thigh, flex your foot. Exhale as you extend above you. Again, dragging those shoulders back and down. If you have a strap, you can place the strap around the sole of your foot. I don't think it's always a good idea to use a strap because you sometimes move into positions a little bit more than what you normally would. So I always advise just doing this on your own. Again, maybe grabbing onto your toes if this is in your practice. Dragging your leg towards you. Again, as you drag that left hip down as much as possible. Breathing in and out. And again, today is Tuesday. It's a beautiful day out today. It's amazing how wonderful things are when you realize how much you have in your life. It's unfortunately a very difficult time for so many people. And it's hard to not think about everyone in the world right now and the issues that they're having. But it's so important to stay present in the moment. Again, keep dragging those shoulders back and down and realize that everything that is happening for a reason, maybe to wake all of us up to be more compassionate, kinder people. love to all of those around us and to ourselves as well in this journey. That's all that counts, really. There's nothing else. Inhale first and exhale as you allow that left leg to fall open with gravity. Right arm falls open as well, palm is down. Again, you can also use a bolster or a block underneath that left leg if you'd like to. Breathing in and out, keeping that right hip down as much as possible. There are so many good things in this world, and I think that the most important thing that we can always do is look for the good in any situation. Look for those people who are helping others. Look for those people who are making this world a better place. Slowly inhale as you draw that left leg to center. Extend your right leg. Grab onto your left foot with your right hand. Allow that left hand to fall down with gravity. And exhale down to the right as far as you can. Again, you can use a bolster or a block on the right side as well. Wherever you are is perfect. And the movement that you should be feeling is that that left hip is moving back and down towards the mat. Of course, it can't get there. And again, it's a beautiful day out today. We've never seen this day before. There's so much potential in every single day to make a difference in others' lives, to help as many people as possible. I must say my father's class was very depressing yesterday because there are so many countries that are getting maxed out on retirees, and I think that that's going to be the case going forward. Even China, obviously, with its one-child policy, but Africa is not, which is great. Latin America is not either. So they have plenty of young people. Inhale back to center. Exhale as you draw those knees in. Rock back and forth. Massage your lower backs and your kidneys. Good job. And then inhale first. And exhale as you place the soles of your feet on the mat. Again, knees straight up. Inhale as you interlace your fingers behind that right thigh. Exhale as you extend your leg above you, flexing your foot, shoulders back and down. Breathing in and out. grab onto the soles of your feet, dragging your leg towards you. If this is in your practice, don't feel like you have to. You can also use a strap, but be gentle with yourselves with the strap. Don't pull too hard. I have one of the most beautiful clouds in front of the casita right now. It's so gorgeous. Inhale first, and then exhale as you allow that right leg to fall open with gravity. Left hand comes down beside you, palm is down. Again, maybe using a bolster or a block underneath that right leg. Opening up as much as possible, keeping that left hip down as much as you can as well. Breathing in and out. And smile again. It's Tuesday. I'm so excited because tonight we have Psychic Explorer Mark Anthony, who is going to be speaking to us, actually presenting his keynote address from the conference. If anybody in yoga would like to listen to him, he's amazing. I can put the link on our yoga page. And then we have a meeting with Carol at her home tomorrow, and everybody knows Carol. And then we have Amy Putzman, who is going to be speaking to us on Thursday. And Patty and Dave Hart are here right now, which is very exciting because I get to see them tomorrow at lunchtime, which will be really fun. They're from here, but then they moved to Hilton Head, which is just so funny. Inhale back to center. Grab onto your right foot with your left hand. Extend your left leg. Allow that right hand to fall open with gravity. And then exhale that right leg down to the left as far as you can. Again, maybe using a block or a bolster if you'd like to. Breathing in and out. Plus, I had a meeting on Sunday, which was really wonderful. There was a couple that was there who had gotten an announcement. They were staying in the Cave Creek Regional Park. Reading still right here, which is kind of amazing, by Suzanne Giesman, and got this announcement, recognized my name, and decided to come. And it was perfect because we have a smaller group. We're supposed to be meeting next Sunday, but it's Easter, so Unity changed it to Sunday, this past Sunday, very recently. So I didn't think we'd have very many people there at all, but it was a perfect group. Inhale back to center. Wrap your Arms around your knees, grab opposite elbows, rock back and forth, massage your lower backs and your kidneys. Good job. And then from here, let's go ahead and place our hands behind our thighs. Spinal rolls from shoulder to tailbone and back again, allowing each vertebra to come back into alignment. We'll do 3 or 4 of these. And then arrive at the tops of our mats in Sukhasana, simple seated pose. Crisscross applesauce. Drag your shoulders back and down. Sitting up straight again. Maybe place the backs of your hands on your knees, making mudras with both sets of fingers. Gently closing your eyes, looking inward towards that third eye. And again, as you breathe, breathe in through the nose. As you breathe out as though you're blowing out a candle very gently. As you breathe in, perhaps think I. And then as you breathe out, think M. Good job. Listened to an audiobook yesterday going up to Prescott and back. You do it at a really fast speed. Of Brian Weiss. I love Many Minds, Many Masters, or Many Lives, Many Masters. And then this was another one. He's such a great writer, and it was really fun to listen to. But he was talking about the importance of meditation in our lives, no matter where we are, who we are, what we're doing. Being able to take a few minutes every day and connect with the breath. And again, he's a psychiatrist. He studied at Harvard. He did his postdoc work at Yale. Or to become a doctor at Yale. He's incredibly intelligent, but he's also very spiritual. And he does past life regressions. And again, meditation is one of the things that helps us the most on this journey, just being able to empty the mind. So today, let's go ahead and listen to this chakra meditation. And imagine that white light rising through each chakra, from your root chakra to your sacral chakra, to your solar plexus, to your heart chakra, to your throat chakra, to your third eye chakra, all the way up to your crown chakra. Shooting white light out into the world as we sit quietly, breathing in and out. go ahead and inhale those arms all the way up. Inhaling gratitude again. And then exhale as you drag those hands to Anjali Mudra, releasing any thoughts or fears or anything that you may be holding on to today. Just let it go. Concentrate on being on the mat. Inhale all the way up. Again, inhaling love for yourself and for others. And again, concentrate on that self-love. You need to love yourself before you can love everyone around you. And then exhale as you release any fear that you may have. Inhale all the way up. Inhaling forgiveness again for yourselves and for others. Unfortunately, we beat ourselves up every single day for millions of things that we think we've done wrong. Just know that you're going through this life exactly as you are supposed to. And then exhale as you drag those hands to Anjali Mudra. Good job. And then from here, drag your shoulders back and down. Place your hands out in front of you. Again, as though you're stopping traffic. Take that right hand, pull back on your left hand. Keep that left arm straight. Shoulders back and down, opening up that left wrist. So interesting, this is something that my mom was doing for the doctor yesterday. So important to have that mobility in our wrists. Exhale as you release. Inhale as you place that left hand over your right palm of your hand. Again, arm is straight, shoulders back and down, opening up as much as possible. Then breathe. Back to the left, pulling that left hand in, again towards your elbow. Keep that left arm straight. Other side, pulling that right hand in, keeping your right arm straight, shoulders back and down. And then Spider-Man, again, pulling the back of your hand towards your elbow. And then to the right, again, pulling that right hand back, my bionic wrist. Breathing in and out. Good job. Release. And then from here, place your hands on the mat. Inhale that right arm up. Exhale as you bend your elbow, placing the palm of your hand in between your shoulder blades. Inhale that left arm up. Grab your elbow and exhale over to the left, looking up to the right, opening up that right shoulder as much as possible. And smile. Inhale both arms all the way up. Exhale down. Inhale that left arm up. Exhale as you bend your elbow. Inhale your right arm up. Grab that elbow. And exhale over to the right. Look up to the left, opening up that left shoulder as you do. And smile. Inhale both arms up. And exhale down. Good job. Drag your shoulders back and down. Inhale your right foot up on top of your left thigh. Half lotus. Excuse me. Inhale both arms all the way up. Again, inhaling gratitude. And exhale as you fold forward, hinge at the hips, reach, 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 reach. Fingertips come down, hearts come down, third eye comes down. Maybe rocking it back and forth, opening up your intuition as you do. Again, in humbly bowing half lotus. Opening up your lower backs, your hips, your thighs, and your shoulders as well. Inhale as you walk your hands back again. Exhale as you walk them to the right, grabbing onto your right knee with your left hand. Draw that right hand back, or maybe rock forward and take a bind. Again, dragging your shoulders back and down. Breathing in and out. Opening your hearts to the side wall through the breath. Inhale back to center. Exhale as you release that right foot. Inhale your left foot up on top of your right thigh. Draw your right foot in. Inhale both arms all the way up. Again, inhaling gratitude. And exhale as you reach, 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 flat back. Fingertips come down, hearts come down, and then your third eye may come down, rocking it back and forth, massaging your third eye, opening up your intuition. Again, you can always be on your elbows as well if you like. Humbly bowing, half lotus. Inhale as you walk those hands back again. Exhale as you walk them to the left, grabbing onto your left knee with your right hand. Bring that left hand back or rock forward and take a bind. Wherever you are is perfect. Opening your hearts to the side wall through the breath. Shoulders are back and down. Inhale back to center. Extend your legs and shake them out. Good job. Then come back to Sukhasana. Place your hands on the mat and roll up into table. In table, our shoulders are above our wrists, our hips are above our knees, and if we look between our legs, we shouldn't see our feet. Inhale first to cow. Again, drag your hearts down towards the mat. Look up towards your third eye, opening up your hearts in cow. Exhale, bending your elbows as you transition into cat, dragging your spines upward as much as possible, gazing at your navels. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Good job. Come back to a flat back and then come down on your elbows in puppy pose. Palms of your hands on the mat, and then drag your hearts down towards the mat as much as you can, opening up your hearts as you do in puppy pose. You can stay here or you can walk those hands out, dragging your hearts down even more in heart to mat pose. Wherever you are is perfect. Again, breathing in and out. Good job. Inhale those hands back again. And then from here, let's go ahead and inhale first, curling our toes under. Exhale as you move back into Ardha Mukha Shavasana, downward facing dog. Again, dragging your hearts as close as you can to your thighs. Opening up in downward facing dog, maybe walking the dog if this is in your practice. Wherever you are is perfect. Good job. Again, this is a resting pose. When you're up on the mat, you can come here anytime that you want to. Inhale that right leg all the way up, three-legged dog split. Exhale as you pull it to the top left of your mat. Right knee down, left top of foot down. Inhale as you walk those hands back. Again, you can take Venus Mudra if you'd like to, or just stay where you are. And exhale as you walk those hands forward. Again, placing that left cheek on the mat. In humbly bowing, resting pigeon. Opening up that right hip. Releasing any unwanted emotions that you may be storing there. You can also be on your elbows. You can be on your right cheek. You can be on your backs if you'd like to. Wherever you are is perfect. Again, allowing any unwanted emotion that you may be storing on that right hip to melt into the mat, into the floor, into the earth below where it is recycled, regenerated as positive healing energy. Inhale as you walk those hands back again, coming off on your right hip. Swing that left leg all the way around. Left foot is parallel to your right thigh. Bring that right foot in. Bring your right elbow in. Inhale that left arm up and around. Find your right hip crease. Again, and maybe take a bind if this is in your practice. In the Mariandrasana twist, but wherever you are is perfect. We're wringing ourselves out. And again, opening our hearts to the side wall, shoulders are back and down. Inhale back to center. Extend your legs and shake them out. Good job. Come up to the tops of your mats in Malasana. Again, yogi squat. So many things to remember in yogi squat, even though it's a very simple asana. All four corners of your feet are going into the earth. Lift your toes. Tailbone comes in, shoulders back and down. Flatten out your backs. Your hands are at Anjali Mudra, and you feel as though a golden thread is pulling the crowns of your heads towards the heavens. Inhale from your root chakra all the way up to your crown chakra. And exhale down again. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Place your hands on the mat. Inhale halfway up to Ardha. Take a giant step back this time with your right foot. Walk your left foot to the top right of your mat. Left knee down, right top of foot down. Inhale as you walk those hands back again. Maybe take Venus Mudra if you'd like to. And exhale as you walk those hands forward. Again, coming down on that right cheek this time. Maybe you're on your left cheek, that's okay. Perhaps on your elbows, that's also fine. You can also be on your backs. Wherever you are is perfect. Opening up that left hip, releasing any unwanted emotion that you may be storing there. Get rid of it, you don't need it. Again, allowing it to melt into the mat, into the floor, into the earth below where it is recycled, regenerated into positive healing energy. Inhale as you walk those hands back again, coming off on that left hip. Swing your right leg all the way around. Right foot is parallel to your left thigh. Bring that left foot in and that left elbow in. Inhale that right arm up and around. Find your left hip crease, and again, possibly take a bind. In the Mariandrasana twist, shoulders are back and down, opening your hearts to the side wall through the breath. Inhale back to center. Extend your legs and shake them out. And then from here, we're going to be moving down on our backs. Make sure that you have your block handy. Again, soles of your feet on the mat, arms are out on either side of your knees. Inhale first. Exhale inch by inch, vertebra by vertebra down to the mat. And when you get there, draw those knees in for a much deserved hug. Rock back and forth, massage your lower backs and your kidneys. Then take your block in hand. Place your heels just below your sit bones. Inhale as you push your hips up, placing the block underneath your sacrum on the highest, second, or third levels. Wherever you are is perfect. In a supported bridge. Again, you can be here. You can also draw your arms overhead. You can walk your feet out for a deeper stretch in your lower backs. And again, for all of you who are taking advantage of being able to be outside and hike right now, this is well needed. Then draw those arms back beside your torso. Walk your feet in. Inhale as you push your hips up, placing the block on the lowest level. Inhale, your legs straight up. Again, in supported legs straight up. Allowing the circulation to come back down to your vital organs, back down to your brain. And smile. Again, these inverted positions calm us down. They're good to use right before you go to sleep. They also keep us young longer, allowing that circulation to go back down to our face as well as all of these other important places. Keeps us from having varicose veins as well. Inhale first. Exhale as you bend your knees, placing your heels just below your sit bones. Inhale as you push your hips up, releasing the block. And exhale down again. Draw those knees in for a hug. Rock back and forth. Massage your lower backs and your kidneys. Good job. And then from here, place the soles of your feet as wide as the mat. Arms are out east and west. Palms are down. Inhale first. Exhale as your knees fall down to the left as far as they can, touching the mat and the floor. Again, in windshield wipers. Look off to the right if this is in your practice. Inhale back to center. Exhale down to the right. Look off to the left. Again, in windshield wipers. Inhale back to center. Exhale down to the left and place your left foot on your right thigh. If this is in your practice, look off to the right. Again, opening up your hips and your thighs one last time. Slowly release that left foot. Inhale back to center and exhale down to the right. Again, place that right foot on your left thigh. Look off to the left and smile. Slowly release that right foot. Draw your knees back to center and give yourselves a hug, rocking back and forth. Inhale through your noses, sigh it out. Inhale. One more time. Inhale. And with that intention, allow your legs to come out as wide as the mat or wider. Arms are down beside your torso, palms are up to receive, down to ground, starting to relax. Relax your toes, relax your feet, relax your ankles. Relax your calves, relax your knees, relax your thighs. Relax your hips, relax your torsos, relax your fingers. Relax your hands, relax your wrists, relax your forearms. Relax your elbows, relax your upper arms, relax your shoulders. Relax your necks, relax your cheeks, relax your foreheads. Relax the crowns of your heads. Just relax. Start to bring movement back to your fingers and your toes by wiggling your toes and maybe touching each finger with your thumb. Reach your arms overhead. Extend through your feet, giving yourselves a full body stretch and filling your lungs with your sweet, sweet breath. Then exhale as you draw those knees in for one final compassionate hug, rocking back and forth, massaging your lower backs and your kidneys. Slowly roll over to the right side in the fetal position and remain here for a few breaths. Then using the strength of your arms, come back to a seated position, facing the front of the room. Legs are crossed, hands are at Anjali Mudra, heads are bowed in honor of your practices. From the place deep in my soul that I know to be pure and true, I bow to and honor that same place that resides within each of you. Thank you so much for coming to practice yoga with me on this beautiful Tuesday. Have a wonderful rest of the day, and I will see you tomorrow. Namaste. Thank you. Just want to say that Kayla and Charlie are home. They went home yesterday, and I'm so grateful for that. And it was a little bit scary there for a little while. But anyway, thank you for all of the good energy you sent yesterday. I'm going to go ahead and ring the gong. And thank you so much for being here. It's always such a pleasure to be here with all of you, especially when I'm in the right place instead of being someplace else. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording.